Hi, how are you? It's Coreyemmah here and I welcome you to my channel with another episode for YouTube Pagan Challenge from Annika Garat. And this week's topic is how do we view deity, gods or divine. So I'd say that this video will be like in the message of it, it will be similar like my video about magic, because I think that gods are very connected with us, with earth, with everything, with magic, but also they are definitely connected also with some other worlds, not only with earth. Anyway, I feel gods as something which is very present in our lives, and something which can be taken as let's say an entity which represents an archetype, because I'd say that most of the gods are representing some ideas, archetypes, idols, and things which are in their unlimited place, in the highest place where we can put them. Like, let's say that we will have the goddess of love, and she will be really the full energy of love, the whole archetype of love, all the love that every single person or creature on the world can have on mind or in emotions, in the soul. Let's say we will have the god of war, and he will be the full war, like everything which you can connect with war will be included in this god. So this is kind of one point of view. And I was talking about it already on my vlog in Czech language, that for me gods exist and doesn't exist in the same time. It's a bit chaotical, but as some other things which can exist and not to exist in magic, it can be really, really useful for your practice. I will not go for this topic because it's a bit off topic, but I just wanted to mention that with gods, since they are able to be and not to be, it means that they are able to be everywhere and then to not to be there, and to be on more places at once, and in the same time to not to be there. It's a bit hard to express it in words, but I have this kind of divine feelings, especially when I'm working with runes or when I'm simply just in the nature, connecting with the nature. It's more like metaphysical, it's something which is behind human experience and behind human words, so I can't really tell you properly. But I'd say the gods are really important for the practice of witches, can be really important. There are obviously witches which don't work with gods or don't believe in them, and it's absolutely okay. But for me, I think that the faith in gods can support the faith in your magic and in your intentions, and support your life in general. It can be a bit consoling when you are going through some trouble. It can be helpful that you have some kind of company when you are going through something. You can also learn from the stories of gods. You can learn loads and loads of things from the stories of gods and heroes of past times. You can learn lessons for your life without going through them and going through something hard, bad, or hurting in your life. So I think that they can be also very inspiring, supportive. And another thing which I wanted to talk about is the Pratchett's theory, Terry Pratchett, the Discworld books series. I've read the book Small Gods, and I really enjoyed that thought that gods are as big as they are believed in by humans. It's another point of view which is very interesting, and I have many thoughts connected with this. Among them, for example, that gods are, based on this theory, actually fed by humans' fate. And I was thinking about it just a few hours ago. It came on my mind that gods might be also fed by our offerings, and it doesn't have to be any kind of material, physical thing which we offer. I think they keep for themselves mainly that energy which you give with the offering, even when is it a song or a prayer or a dance or anything else that you give them intentionally and as an offering. So I think that gods are, for me, very connected with archetypes. They are representatives of pure archetypes, which can trigger thoughts and energies and energy flow through every single human's mind, through our human collective mind. So archetypes. Then there's that thing that they exist and they don't exist in the same moment. They are a bit tricky in this. We can't explain them in human words. We can feel them more than think them, but even through feeling them, it's like something that you can't totally catch. And the last thing is that Pratchett's theory that gods are basically living based on how much do we believe in them, which is a nice thing that we can work with gods, and we can maybe sometimes need them for our lives, for our practice and also daily life, but they might actually need us back. They might actually need us as well. There's another thing that in some rituals there are people who are invoking gods into their bodies, or that they actually feel that there is some kind of god sparkle in, or goddess sparkle in their bodies. I don't work with this concept much, but of course it's absolutely okay to work with it this way. I tried, actually. I was invoking to my body goddess Ran, and it was very powerful, it was very nice, and I really enjoyed that. But I would never think that I became that goddess, or that the wholeness of that goddess was present in myself. So this is the last part that I wanted to talk about as well, about gods, because gods are really a huge concept for us. And I'd say in the end of this video that I believe in gods. If they are and if they are not, I do. Okay, so this is my point of view for this topic. I hope you enjoyed that. I spoke a bit longer than usually, and see you soon.